The eyedropper will become your best friend as many of us tend to use the same fabrics multiple times in a quilt design, especially when deciding on the borders and binding. You can often find a recently used fabric or color by looking here in the palette. This bar shows the 8 last used fabrics or colors. The next color you use will go in the beginning of this list for you to color with later. Sometimes you won't find the color in that list and you will need more help. That's when the eyedropper comes in handy. Click on the patch in the quilt containing the fabric you want to find. Now you can see that fabric is found in the palette, and the most recently used coloring tool will automatically be chosen for you, so you're ready to color again with the fabric that you found. Notice these buttons under the eyedropper tool. Let's discuss this last button first. This button will snap your tool selection back to the last used coloring tool after you use the eyedropper. This is helpful so you can quickly color with the newly found fabric. If this button is not selected, then you can just continue to find fabrics or colors in the quilt as the tool selection will not change after you click with the eyedropper. Let's leave this turned off for now. This first eyedropper will find the matching fabric or color in the palette. So if I click on a solid in the quilt, it will find that solid in the palette. If I click on a fabric in the quilt, it will find that fabric in the palette. This second eyedropper will only find a like fabric. If I click on a fabric in the quilt, it will find that matching fabric. But if I click on a solid color in the quilt, it will find a fabric that is close to the color of the solid. This next eyedropper will only find a solid color in the quilt. So if I click on a fabric, it will find a similar looking color in the palette. This is based on the patch's average color.